You know what time it is? It's time to get crafting. So let's go on inside and get started.
So on my recent shopping trip to Dollar Tree, I finally saw that they had restocked the fabric section, which is my favorite thing to buy there at Dollar Tree. So I thought today would be a great day to do some fabric DIY. So we're going to start out with this gray piece of material. We're going to cut the entire piece of material into 1-inch strips. I like to tear mine because it gives it a little bit more shabby look, but you can cut it all the way if you want or use a rotary cutter as well. But we're going to go ahead and do that through the whole piece of material. Then we're going to take this wooden hoop wreath form and we're going to only use the first part of it. So, they come in a two because you're going to put something in the middle of it and then push it together. And so we're only going to use the top piece for right now. So we're going to take our fabric pieces and we're just going to cross them over and then tie them tight and then move them up. I don't find that I need to do knots because by the time we get all of them around the wreath frame, they are pretty tight in there and they're not going to come apart. But if you feel like you need to tie a knot here, you could tie a knot here. So I don't have enough of this gray material to cover the whole wood ring. So I have this other polka dotted ribbon that I had on hand and I went ahead and did the same thing. So I did about 1/4 of the wreath form with my gray. I'm going to go ahead and do 1/4 of the wreath form again with the polka dots, and then I'm going to do gray, and then I'm going to do polka dots again. So if you're going to make this project and you want it to be all the same color, then you need to pick up 2 of the fabric bundles from the Dollar Tree to cover this large hoop wreath, or you need to pick up a smaller hoop wreath, and then 1 would be just fine. But we're going to go ahead and continue that process all around the wreath form. Now I also picked up this really cute farmhouse fabric. It has like different shapes of animals. I think there's like a horse, a pig, a chicken. Anyway, it's super cute and super farmhouse and matches our fabric really well. So we're going to take both of our rings and we're going to put our top ring that we did the fabric pieces on top of our piece of fabric, and then the wooden ring goes underneath there. We're going to sandwich those in between both of the wreath forms. You're going to need to make this wider up at the top with the metal piece if you've never used one of these, because now it's super tight because we have our fabric on there, but it will work. So you just need to make it a little wider at the top. Once you get it all in there and secure, I highly recommend tightening it super tight at the top when you're done before you cut. That way your material does not pop off and you have to figure out how to get it back into the wooden wreath forms. As a hint here, that has happened to me before, so just make sure that you tighten it super tight at the top and you won't have that problem. But we're going to go ahead and go around the back of our wreath of our wooden pieces, and we're just going to cut off the excess fabric so that it is flush with both pieces of the wood. And then that is it for the back. I'm not going to add any like backing to cover anything up because you can't see anything. It's just basically the back of the piece of fabric. Then I went ahead and made a shabby bow out of some leftover pieces of the other fabric I had left on hand. And then that is it for this. This is absolutely one of my favorite projects of the day. I think that it just gave me some retro feels, and I know that I've seen this maybe in the past, maybe in the 90s, I'm not sure. But I know that this is kind of a retro vibe project, but I absolutely love how this one turned out. To hang it up on my wall, I just went ahead and added one more fabric piece to the back as a hanger, and then here it is for you guys. Let me know what you think about this one. So a while back on my channel, I asked if you guys thought that pizza pan crafts were still in, and you guys said yes. And I'm going to make a true confession here. I have made like 1 pizza pan craft in my crafting career. So I thought, you know what? I have this pizza pan on hand, and I think that this would turn out really cute. So we're going to do a pizza pan craft. So this fabric came from the Dollar Tree. It is just like some leftover fabric I had. I used this fabric in a different video, and I will link that down in my description box and at the end of this video for you to check out. But we're just going to go around the edge edges of our pizza pan with our rotary cutter. There is a couple little areas on the edges right there that I'm going to use my scissors and just kind of trim up so that it matches with the circle. But I love the rotary cutter. If you're not able to get one at the Dollar Tree, I'll link one down in my description box so you can check it out if you want to get one. If you do a lot of cutting with fabric and things like that, they are definitely a handy tool to have. So we're going to use some hot glue here, and we're just going to go around the inside edges with our hot glue. I just do sections and then I fold over my fabric and glue it down. I find that that works the best because that way your hot glue is not drying. Plus, if you need to stretch your fabric a little bit, you're only going in a section at a time, so you can definitely pull and move it around and manipulate it the way that you need to do so. After we get our fabric all glued in, we're going to take this beaded garland I got at the Dollar Tree. It does come just like this. I didn't do anything extra. It's very long, so if you can find one, these are a really good deal for $1.25. You can either use them like I am as a garland, or you could take the beads apart and use them for different projects. I have used this beaded garland in 2 projects, and I'm telling you, it's a super great deal for $1.25. I found this in the Crafter Square area, so definitely be on the lookout for that. I did not paint my beads. I left them the wood color because I thought that it went really well with this fabric. So I'm taking some lamb's ear that I got from Walmart, and I'm using some twine, and I'm going to take 2 pieces of it and put them together and wind the twine around so I have kind of a bundle. We're going to glue that bundle up at the top of our pizza pan. Super easy. You could use any greenery here, so if you don't have lamb's ear, definitely any greenery would work. I love the lamb's ear from Walmart. I think it's a really good deal. And we're going to take some flowers. I got these at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to add 3 flowers here, 1 on each side and then 1 at the top. And I do go ahead and add a little bit of hot glue to these flowers to glue them on. I just trim down the stems a little bit. And then that is it for the top part of our wreath. This is super cute. I guess it's not really a wreath, but our pizza pan craft. So once I have those flowers glued on there, I decided that it's missing a little something. I want something to go in the middle of this pizza pan. So I had some wooden letters. I got these at an Amazon return store. I will see if I can find the actual words on Amazon and link them in my description box. I covered them with some sage folk art chalk paint. It says gather. We're going to go ahead and use some hot glue here, and we're just going to glue it into the middle of our pizza pan. That is it for this project, and I think this turned out so adorable. I think it's pretty high-end looking. I love just the simplicity, but it's like got a definite farmhouse feel. You guys let me know what you think about this one. So I'm going to take this house that I got at the Target Dollar Spot. I find them all the time at the Target Dollar Spot, so if you are in need of house shapes, they definitely have them there. They also have them at Hobby Lobby, and their spring stuff is 40% off right now, so you could probably find different sizes as well. But I'm just using white folk art chalk paint. I'm going to cover the entire house, and then I'm going to take my fabric and I'm going to glue it to the front of the house. So I'm using this home fabric again. I really like this one. It's definitely farmhouse, and it also is like a fabric that you could use all year round, which is really nice because we're getting to the seasons of like no seasons. So it's good to have some home decor that you can put out that is not seasonal. So we're going to go ahead and glue that down just with some hot glue, and then I'm going to cut these into some little strips again. I'm using 1-inch strips. We're going to make a bow out of this one. I love to make fabric bows. That's kind of one of my signature things on this channel, shabby bows with fabric, but I just absolutely love how they end up turning out. So we're going to take this a little wreath. I got this at Hobby Lobby during the Christmas season. They do sell little wreaths over in their floral area and their fabric area. And then I took one of the pieces of the fabric and I just decided to tie it into a shoelace bow. We're going to hot glue it to the top of our wreath, and that is it for this cute, sweet project. Let me know what you guys think about this one. So So Dollar Tree has these pre-made banners out now. They have two different styles. They're made out of burlap. They're pretty fun to work with. I made another banner in a separate video for spring, and that was super fun to make too. So for this one, we're going to take this banner and we're going to trace around our fabric. So this fabric did come from the Dollar Tree. It's a really fun farmhouse print again, and we're just going to trace the shapes of our pendant, and then we're going to cut it out. So I have two different fabrics. I have this buffalo check fabric, also from the Dollar Tree, and then I have the farmhouse, and we're just going to alternate them onto our banner. So every other one is buffalo check, and then every other one is our farmhouse fabric. So there are going to be 3 pieces of each. You do have some of the fabric left over for scraps or bows or anything like that if you want to continue to save those. This is pretty simple idea. You're just going to hot glue them. If you don't want to use hot glue, you could definitely use like a tacky glue, and that would work as well. Same kind of idea here though. You don't want to over glue because it will go through the fabric, and then sometimes it has a tendency to change the color of the fabric if there's too much glue. So you just want to make sure that you are not over gluing. So then I cut the rest of my fabrics into little strips, and we're going to add them throughout our banner. So I have the buffalo check and the farmhouse ribbon, or the farmhouse fabric, and we're going to tie 2 pieces in between each of the pendant pieces. One of the buffalo check pieces, and then we're going to do one of the farmhouse pieces. This is super simple. Anyone can make this. You can make it with kids, and you can definitely customize it, like to make it your own style. So if farmhouse is not your thing, or you don't like black and white, you can definitely get any of the fabrics from Dollar Tree and make this project. Super simple and super adorable. Let me know what you guys think about this one.
And the pain that you're feeling gradually fades away.
So we made it to the end of the video. Thank you guys for sticking with me. If you want to keep crafting with me, I have another video for you right here. And as always, wherever you are in your journey is a perfect place to start. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends!